Eala powers into ASB Classic Semifinals. Eala powered into the ASB Classic Semifinals with an impressive straight sets victory over 5th seed and world number 52 Magda Linette, 6-3, 6-2, on a sunny day in Auckland, New Zealand. Seeded number 4 Eala wasted no time setting the tone. Starting the 2026 season with leveled-up tennis, she surged ahead 4-2 in the opening set, outplaying Linette. Striking winners from both wings and moving with speed around the court, she closed out the first set, 6-3, in just 45 minutes. The Filipina carried her momentum into the second set, breaking Linette in the opening game to take a 1-0 lead. Mixing power with creativity, Eala had several disguised drop shots that caught Linette completely off guard. She soon pulled away to a commanding 3-0 advantage before sealing the victory at 6-2. The win was particularly significant for Eala, who had previously lost both of her earlier meetings with Linette at Nottingham in 2025 and Abu Dhabi in 2024, making this one a statement moment in their budding rivalry. Today was difficult. Obviously, Magda being such an experienced player, I've had difficulties playing against her before, so I'm happy seeing my level increase, she said during the post-match interview. Eala, who continues to be a superstar in Auckland with newspaper features, now turns her focus to the semifinals. She is set to face China's Wang Xinyu, currently ranked number 57 in the world and a former career-high number 32 in October 2023. Eala plays later today in the doubles semis as well with Iva Jovic. The Aucklander carried a particular kind of electricity that afternoon, the quiet, crackling anticipation that settles over a tennis stadium when something unexpected is unfolding. The crowd at the ASB Classic had come with their routines and assumptions intact, but by the time Eala walked off the court, racket tucked under her arm and eyes bright with belief, those assumptions had been gently, firmly rewritten. This was not just another match. It was a statement. Eala's journey into the ASB Classic semifinals felt less like a single victory and more like the steady turning of a page the tennis world had been meaning to read for some time. With every stride toward the baseline, she carried the echoes of long training days, distant flights, and courts baked under different suns. Auckland was simply the latest chapter, and one written in bold. From the opening games, there was a clarity to her movement. Eala did not rush the point, nor did she shy away from it. She constructed rallies the way a careful architect designed space, patiently, with intention, and always with an exit in mind. Her forehand found angles that stretched her opponent wide, while her backhand, compact and fearless, cut through the court like a clean line drawn in ink. But power, in Eala's case, has never been just about force. It is about timing, about knowing when to step inside the baseline and when to retreat a half step and reset. It is about the quiet confidence to absorb pressure and return it with interest. In Auckland, that power revealed itself not in a single thunderous winner, but in accumulation, point by point, game by game, belief stacking upon belief. The ASB Classic has long been known as a proving ground. Early in the season, when rankings are fresh and expectations are still malleable, it offers players a chance to test not just their tennis, but their nerve. For Eala, this tournament became a mirror reflecting how far she has come. The composure she showed in tight moments, saving breakpoints, holding serve when the margin narrowed, spoke of a player no longer content with participation, but intent on presence. Between points, she was calm. No excess gestures, no visible frustration. Just a measured walk to the towel, a breath, a reset. It was the kind of discipline that suggests an inner conversation constantly underway. Stay here. Stay now. Play the next ball. That discipline paid dividends when the match tightened, when the crowd leaned forward, sensing the pivot on which the contest would turn. And turn it did. Eala's opponent fought bravely, pushing rallies longer, testing her legs and her patience. Yet each time the moment threatened to slip, Eala answered. Not with panic, but with precision. A well-placed serve out wide. A return taken early. A passing shot threaded through impossibly narrow space. These were not shots of desperation. They were shots of decision. As the final games unfolded, the atmosphere shifted. Applause grew louder, more insistent. Neutral spectators became invested witnesses. There is something universally compelling about a player on the rise, about watching potential crystallize into performance before your eyes. When the final point was won, it was met not just with cheers, but with recognition. Alex Eala was into the semifinals of the ASB Classic. For Philippine tennis, the moment resonated far beyond the stadium. Eala has long carried the hopes of a nation eager for representation on the sport's biggest stages. Yet what made this achievement particularly powerful was how naturally it arrived. There was no sense of overreach, no feeling that she had borrowed the moment. She earned it, rally by rally, through a level of play that belonged exactly where it stood. In the quiet aftermath, as players shook hands and equipment was packed away, the significance lingered. Semifinals are thresholds. They separate strong performances from genuine contention. To stand there, especially at this stage of the season, is to announce readiness for tougher opponents, brighter lights, and expectations that no longer whisper but speak aloud. What makes Eala's run especially compelling is the balance she strikes between ambition and humility. She plays with hunger, yes, but also with gratitude, for the game, for the opportunity, for the chance to test herself against the best. That balance gives her tennis a certain texture, fierce without being frantic, confident without being careless. As Auckland's summer light faded and attention turned to the next round, one truth remained clear. Alex Eala had not merely advanced in a draw, she had advanced a conversation. About where she belongs, about what is possible, about the future paths opening quietly, insistently, in front of her.